Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5:30.
We can't begin to grieve. It's still so fresh, and we don't want other kids to go through this.
Tammy Sadek fights back tears as she talks about the unanswered questions and not having closure in her son's death. Thanks for joining us. Andrew Sadek was an NDSCS student whose body was found near the Red River nearly 2 years ago. He was working as an informant for a drug task force, and today the Sadeks and their attorneys asked the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension to step aside and allow the FBI to take over the investigation. Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop has more.
The Sadek family says they want answers. They say their son's death investigation is going nowhere. The family says they have no more information about what happened to Andrew today than they did the day his body was found in June of 2014.
There's just no way he killed himself.
Tammy and John still believe their son was murdered 2 years ago. They continue to wait for answers.
I don't believe that he did this to himself, and I guess I want that reassured.
The family says they have had one meeting with investigators since Andrew's body was found.
And here there just really hasn't been any effort to keep this family updated.
The Sadek's attorney has been working on college-age drug informant cases across the country. He says they've had many of the same characteristics as Andrew Sadek's, and he says that he has found one common pattern in all the cases.
Law enforcement doesn't seem to be able to solve the murders. The cases tend to drag on, and there obviously are conflicts of interest when local law enforcement is investigating murders regarding confidential informants, because it's an admission that there's been wrongdoing on the part of the departments.
Block says he's been emailing with the Minnesota BCA, the Drug Task Force SEMCA, and the police at the State School of Science in Wahpeton.
If you read the emails, you'll see there's been a lot of stonewalling.
The Sadeks say they trusted law enforcement to solve their son's case, but they haven't.
We can't bring Andrew back.
One of the Sadek's attorneys say there is no concrete way of knowing how many college students are recruited as informants, but they say there is a lot in our area.
Today we received the documents Andrew signed to become a drug informant. We have them online, and to see them, go to valleynewslive.com and click on the story. And tonight on Valley News Live at 6, Tammy Sadek has a message to parents who are preparing to send their children off to college. You'll also learn why their attorney thinks the use of informants here is higher than the rest of the country. And tonight on 6:30 Point of View, Chris Berg talks with the Sadeks and their attorneys about the current investigation and about Attorney General Wayne Stenjum's involvement in the case. Churchgoers in northwestern Minnesota can expect a protest of sorts this Sunday. SNAP, the Survivors Network of Those Abused by Priests, plans to hand out leaflets opposing a decision by the church to lift the suspension of Father Joseph Jeyapaul. Jeyapaul was convicted of a sex crime in Greenbush, Minnesota, and is now back in his home country of India. Valley News Team's Neil Carlson shows us what's happening.
Father Joseph Jeyapaul pled guilty to sexually abusing a teenage girl at his residence next to the Catholic Church in Greenbush, Minnesota. Jeyapaul served 4 years in prison and was sent back to his native country of India. Church officials have lifted a suspension against him, and it's expected he'll soon begin working in a church in India.
And yet everything we know about a sexual predator is that they will continue to molest throughout their lifetime. And to put this man back is really a slap in the face to victims everywhere.
This Sunday, Doris and Father Jeyapaul's victim plan to hand out leaflets to people following Mass at Crookston, explaining the situation and asking other possible victims to come forward in an effort to put Jeyapaul back behind bars. Father Jeyapaul's former supervisor worked in the Crookston Diocese. The current bishop, Michael Hepner, wrote a letter to all priests in the Crookston Diocese to share with their parishioners that says in part, "Because Father Jeyapaul has admitted to a felony involving sexual misconduct, I, as Bishop of Crookston, would never allow Father Jeyapaul to minister here. This Sunday, the two protesters with SNAP will also visit the towns where Father Jeyapaul worked to hand out their leaflets: Thief River Falls, Middle River, Greenbush, and Carlstead. From Crookston, Neil Carlson, Valley News Live.
Those SNAP protesters are also scheduled to hand out leaflets at St. Mary's and St. Michael's churches in Grand Forks on Monday. They also plan to hold a news conference in front of the Fargo Diocese headquarters on Monday. The wind is back in full force today, and it sounds like some of us will be seeing some more rain too. Let's check in with meteorologist Robert Hahn with the latest. Robert?
Yeah, it's certainly been a breezy, if not downright windy day at times across portions of the region. Peak wind gust here in Fargo, 47 miles per hour. Still seeing some breezy conditions, and right now, temperature is a mix of some 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s around the area. Langdon has dipped down to 46 degrees, 55 in Devils Lake, 69 degrees here in Fargo, 73 over in Wadena. Wind speeds, again, they're still on the gusty side, and they'll be with us as we head through the rest of the evening. And quite a bit of cloud cover will be with us as well. Underneath some of those brighter clouds, we are seeing some showers, and even a thunderstorm or two. Did have one in the Northern Valley south of Thief River Falls earlier. That has since fallen apart. A few rumbles of thunder also being heard near the Rothsay area, just west of the Pelican Rapids area. A little bit of lightning showing up there as well. We'll have that chance for a few showers and storms as we head through the rest of the evening here in Fargo. The possibility of a shower, maybe a rumble or two of thunder, with temperatures dropping into the lower 60s by 8 o'clock and right around 62 by 9 o'clock. We've got continued rain chances as we head through the weekend. Who has the best chance of seeing the most rain? We'll let you know coming up in just a few minutes.
All right. Thanks, Robert. We now know the names of the 5 people arrested in connection with a drug investigation in Nadawash, Minnesota. They are Michael Wadena, Shauna Hanks, Brandon White, Carissa Hanks, and Ray Big Eagle. On Monday, 3 search warrants were simultaneously executed at 3 different locations. The law enforcement agencies involved recovered weapons, narcotics, and money. Several young children were taken and turned over to Indian Child Welfare for protective custody. This, according to the Monoman County Sheriff's Office. The investigation is ongoing. The cause of a death of a man pulled from the Rainy River near Baudette, Minnesota is still undetermined. However, Sheriff Gary Fish says they may have located his sunken boat. The victim was identified as 52-year-old John Martin Stiglick of Shoreview, Minnesota. He was the CEO and president of Cerdan Health Systems and Consulting in St. Paul. Sheriff Fish says preliminary autopsy results regarding his cause of death are still pending. However, he says they may have located his sunken 14-foot boat using sonar. We'll try to recover it by next week. The Fargo Police Department's 4-legged officers will soon get life-saving gear. Fargo Canines Earl, Bally, and Falco will get bullet and stab protective vests. The vests will be embroidered with the sentiment in memory of Officer Jason Mosier, EOW 21116, and should arrive within 8 to 10 weeks. The vests were donated by a nonprofit organization and are sponsored by Martha Trussell. For more information, head to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. Driving around town, you may have noticed a spike at the pump. We found prices at $1.89 at some gas stations. And according to AAA's fuel gauge report, North Dakota's and Minnesota's gas average is above $2. The last time North Dakota drivers paid that price was back in December. In Fargo, the current average is just below $2. It sits at $1.87. AAA says we should expect prices to rise as we near summer's busy travel season. A bizarre accident closed the pool area of the Choice Fitness Center in South Grand Forks early this morning. A 60-foot long section of the heating and cooling air duct fell from the ceiling. And luckily, no one was in the pool area when it fell just after 5 this morning. Crews are working to haul out the mess, and they're still trying to figure out the total dollar amount of the damage and why it fell down. The area will likely be closed through the weekend. The circus is back in town. The 2016 El Zagel Shrine Circus has returned for several shows at the Fargo Dome. The first begins at 7 o'clock tonight, and organizers say this year's show includes different elephant, tiger, camel, and horse acts, which should provide fans with a new experience. Besides tonight's show, there are 3 tomorrow at 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 6 p.m. And on Sunday, there are 2 shows at noon and 4 p.m. And if you or